Hello and welcome to episode number 38 of the VA Mastery Series. I'm Jodi Marvin. I am a certified business strategist and I also teach women how to build virtual assistant businesses they love right from the comfort of home. So as you're rolling in here, give me a hello, say hi, and tell me where you're tuning in from. I am tuning in from my home office here in central New York. And if you're new here to my page or my channel, give me a comment, hashtag new in the comments, because I'd love to say hello, welcome you personally, and I am so glad that you are here. So today's episode is all about creating cozy, engaging content for, this reflective season, right? We're in the month of November. It's the month where we do a lot of reflecting and, we're feeling grateful and thankful, right? So it really is the perfect time of year to connect with your audience, kind of like on an emotional level, right? While helping them feel warm and feel valued. So let's get started. So we're going to get started right away with strategy number 1, which is to use storytelling to build connection. All right. Now we all know this, that we love hearing stories a lot of times, right? People's stories, it lets us connect. So storytelling really creates, emotional connections that, makes your content more relatable. Okay. Because people are a lot more likely to engage with content that feels personal and genuine, right? Especially during the holiday season. So here are some ways that you can do this, okay? So number 1 is to just share a personal story related to your business journey or maybe a seasonal theme, like it could be like overcoming a challenge or maybe a holiday memory that taught you a valuable lesson, okay? Because sometimes those lessons, if people can hear that, they relate to it more, right? And they're like, oh yeah, I've had that struggle before, or, something similar. Now, number 2 is to include your client success stories or your testimonials that show how your services make a difference or how they made a difference in someone's business or in their life, okay? Because those are real life scenarios, right? And number 3 is to keep it authentic, all right? Your audience will appreciate your honesty and all of that, just like being authentic and real over trying to look perfect or over that perfection, right? So those are the 3 specifics that you can actually use to incorporate the storytelling. All right. So the actionable tip for strategy number 1, which is to use storytelling to build connection, is just to take a second, right, and write down a short personal story that kind of ties into your services and the season actually. And use this as the basis for maybe like a social media post, an email, or a blog article that you can write this week. All right, so let's use that storytelling. Strategy number 2 today is to create seasonal visuals that really invite warmth, okay? So warm, inviting visuals can immediately set the tone for your content, and they can capture attention too, right? So visuals they're processed faster than text, okay? And they help establish an emotional response before your audience even reads a word, okay? Visuals are important, right? I'm a very visual person. I love visuals. I love to use visuals in my content as well. And some ways that you can do this, I'll give you 3 ways. The first one is you can use seasonal colors it's Thanksgiving, right? We have warm reds, oranges, golds, right? All of those are beautiful fall colors. And you can pair those with maybe some cozy images like blankets or mugs with, steaming coffee or hot cocoa or something like that, or even fireplaces. All right. Does that sound like warm and inviting to you? It does to me. This is one of my favorite seasons. And I know that a lot of people just love the fall, and we just want to make that, just give that feel, right? So number 2 is to just incorporate some nostalgic elements that really resonate with the season, like handwritten fonts or maybe some vintage style graphics. All right. And number 3 is to use tools like Canva. Okay. I love Canva. I use it every single day, personal and business things. All right. And tools like that, Canva is really perfect for creating some beautiful seasonal visuals, even if you're not a designer. All right. And Canva is so user friendly. I just love it. So your actionable tip today for strategy number 2, which is to create seasonal visuals that invite warmth, emits that feeling, right? So that your tip is to design 3 different seasonal graphics using Canva or a similar tool, okay? And share them across your social media channels to really promote an upcoming offer, or, maybe share just a festive message or something like that, all right? So go give that a shot. Strategy number 3 for today, that's it for today, is to engage your audience through interactive content. And what do I mean by that? Well, interactive content really fosters a two-way connection, okay? And it makes your audience feel involved, so it's something that they can be involved in, right? Because engagement really builds trust and it strengthens relationships. And it can really lead to better results for your campaigns, all right? So, making sure that we're trying to engage with our audience. And how can we do this? Well, I'm going to give you 3 ways that you can do this, all right? The first is to create maybe something like a seasonal poll or, a quiz of some kind that's really fun and relevant, like, what's your holiday productivity personality or something like that, something fun like that, okay, that really ties into the holidays. Number 2 is you could try hosting a virtual Q&A or a workshop centered on preparing for the season, such as organizing for the holidays or planning for the new year. All right. I do have some upcoming episodes in the VA Mastery Series, where you're going to see, I'll have a Santa hat on, or, something to make it look warm and cozy, or just to promote that the season and the feel of the season. Okay. And number 3 is to encourage audience participation by just asking questions in your posts, right? Or emails, like, what's your favorite ways to stay cozy during the holidays? That's just an example, right? And of course, it's going to be unique to you and your offer and your industry. So your actionable tip for strategy number 3, which is to engage your audience through interactive content, is to take some time to just plan out one piece of interactive content for your audience. And again, that could be a poll, maybe a quiz, could be a Q&A, right? And post it by the end of this week. And really actively engage with all of the responses, okay? To make that two-way connection. All right, so that is it for today's episode. So let's do a quick wrap up. So to recap what we talked about, number 1 is to use storytelling to connect with your audience on a personal and an emotional level. Number 2 is to create seasonal visuals that really evoke warmth and capture that attention. And number 3 is to foster engagement through interactive content that really encourages participation and builds those relationships. All right. So if these strategies really resonate with you and you'd like to learn more about crafting cozy and effective content for your business, then feel free to check out my resources inside my VA Vault. You can just comment Vault below and I will share all the details with you. All right. So, and before we wrap up, don't forget to try out the Social Connector's 14-day free trial if you're looking for an all-in-one platform to really help organize and amplify your content efforts, okay? It just makes it so much easier. All right, and that's it. So join me next week for episode number 39, where we're going to be diving into wrapping up your financials and performing a year-end expense audit, okay? That's going to be a fun one, all right? Because sometimes we look at our finances and we're like, oh my gosh, what's going on here? It's out of control, right? So it's really important to be looking at those numbers. So that's going to be fun. All right, so I hope you'll join me next week, and thank you for joining me today. This is so much fun, and until then, keep learning, keep growing, and keep building a business that you love, all right? I will see you next time. Bye.